Today I'm gonna share two very important things with you. First, I'm gonna share a crux of my software development as well as programming experience from the last 20 plus years. And the second thing is that this particular channel is changing, and since many of you are subscribed to me and you spend time in watching my videos, I do believe that I must tell you what is the change that is coming to this particular channel so that you can take an informed decision. Namaste all, welcome to my channel, and in this particular video where I'm gonna tell you two very important things. So let's talk about the first thing where I intend to share what I have learned as a software developer or programmer from last 20 plus years. Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell you you should learn this or you should not learn this. There are plenty of things for that. I'm gonna tell you something different and something simple. But before I go ahead and do that, let me ask you a question. This is not any other question. I believe this is the only question for which whatever answer you give, the answer will be correct. You look surprised. Are you? You must be surprised because this question is a very simple fill in the blanks question. And here it goes. There are other things in this world apart from dash 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 dash, the fill in the blanks. Go ahead, fill anything over here. Every answer will be correct. Surprising, agent. So it's possible that you might be hearing about this particular question for the first time, but it was not a new thing for me. I knew it for a very long time. Even in my mother tongue, there is a statement which says that "और भी गमे जमाने में fill in the blanks के सिवा," which loosely translate to whatever question I have given to you. Now you must be wondering that what is the relation between the question I asked and the experience I wanted to share. Believe me, this is a very powerful question, and the crux of my experience which I want to share is that there is more to software development ecosystem apart from fill in the blanks. Just fill in the blanks with whatever you are expert in this particular ecosystem. You can be expert in coding, programming, project management, architecture, normal management, people management, Scrum framework, Agile, a particular tool, or something like that. Anything you fill in there, there are other things in software development ecosystem, and the sooner you know about it, it is going to be better for all of you. Reason being, when we are expert in one particular thing, one particular, we call it as tools, technology, or process, we think that the world of that particular ecosystem revolves around that particular thing, which is absolutely incorrect. Now when I talk about you should be aware about all those things, you need not to be expert in all those things. Let me give you a very simple example. I am an individual, I am good in programming, let's assume. I think I am good at, but let's assume for a moment. So I am earning my living by doing programming. But I still need to work on taxes, right? I need to file my goods and service tax returns every month. I need to file my income tax return. I need to make sure that I am paying taxes on a regular basis. These things are not my expertise, but I need to know about that because I need to do that because they are the part of ecosystem. I cannot avoid that, right? The taxation as well as earning of money, they are totally related. You cannot say that I will just earn money and will not give tax, and also vice versa, I will give tax but will not earn money. It will not happen like that, right? Similarly, if there is only one learning you want to take from me, just remember one thing: software development is an ecosystem. Whatever you are expert at is part of the ecosystem, and our awareness about other things of the ecosystem will not only help you but will also help the organization you are working, the product you are creating, and the people you are interacting with. So if you are a very good programmer, you need to know about to some extent about databases, about servers, about how teams work, the framework which is used in your organization for day-to-day working, top level tools that are being used, how testing is being done, how the deployment setup is being done, how your DevOps pipeline is working. You need to have knowledge of all these things. Otherwise, you will remain what in my mother tongue we call it as kuएं का मेढक. It means a frog of a well. For that particular frog, the well is the complete universe. Okay, you should not do that, especially in these times, these interconnected times. You never know what information will be valuable to you at what moment of time. And one last thing, do not love too much what you are good at. Do not hate something about which you have no idea. Try to get an idea, even if it doesn't interest you, it is the part of the ecosystem. You must know about it. And may I say, in coming times, you will have to know about this. There is no option if you want to grow, if you want to make a mark in the software development world. So this is the experience I wanted to share with all of you. Believe me, it took me lots of time to understand this. I was doing software development, coding, programming. I was all the people who have worked with me for more than 20 years, they always told me that I'm a above average programmer, if not a very good programmer. And I was very happy with that. I was in love with that, because of which many a times I fail to see there are things beyond this, things apart from this, and things would have been different if I didn't ignore few of those things. But yeah, I'm not complaining, but I do not want all of you to do same mistake just because you are in your well and you just want to be there. Okay, tomorrow if that well is demolished for any reason, it should not happen that you do not know what is there outside. So I really thought that I must share this with all of you, and I do believe that this is gonna help you. Now let's come to the second part of this particular video. I said that I'll share with you two things. What is the second thing? Yeah, I know you remember. The second thing, I said that this channel is changing. So the change is not about I am going away from software development or programming. In fact, I am gonna now create some concentrated contents on a few topics, but it is gonna have something more. Okay, so my channel is moving from a monotonous tech only content to tech plus some other kind of content about which I am gonna tell you, and the initials of those kind of content start from L, D and T. I am gonna expand that for all of you. So why I am doing this change? I do believe that a monotonous things becomes boring after a point of time, and believe me, sometimes it's also boring for me to just come here and talk about how to do this complex set of things and nothing else. So I thought, why not, instead of being just a monotonous tech only channel, I just expand the scope of this channel. And let me tell you that everybody has advised me against it. They said that your YouTube channel belongs to a particular niche, which means software development and programming, and you must not create any other contents on that. I do believe that to some extent this is true, but I am going against their suggestion because I do believe that I do not want to create monotonous content in this particular channel, because there are more to me than just a software development and programming, and I do believe that you are gonna like whatever I am gonna share. So I want to share this with all the people who are watching my videos and subscribe to me, so that you can take an informed decision. I do believe that you will continue to be with my channel, and I really thank you for that. Now, as I said, I will expand L, D and T. L stands for learning about software development ecosystem, not only about coding and programming. Software development ecosystem, much more than coding and programming, because as I said, there are other things apart from coding and programming. I'll talk about product discovery, product development, ways of working, estimation, requirement, and many other things about which I believe a person must know to be part of this particular ecosystem. D stands for discovering new things. I do believe that there are lots in this world to discover, in tech, outside tech, and I would like to embark on a journey to discover many of those things. And I would like to share whatever I discover or whatever I learn in tech, in programming, and even outside that, I will share with all of you. And T stands for travel. Because of COVID, I didn't went anywhere, barring a small trip in 2020. But I want to embark on a journey, and I would like to share whatever I see, I learn, and I experience in those journeys. So I'm gonna create content around these topics, and I do not have capacity to create separate channels for all these types of contents, and I do believe that all of you will be happy to see those contents. Please give those contents a chance. And I know I'm doing things against some of the well established opinion, but I do believe that it will be successful, and it will also help me to show you me beyond this particular table chair and in front of a laptop. So that's all I had to share in this particular video. Thanks a lot, people. Thanks for watching. We will definitely meet again. Until the next time we meet, good day, goodbye. You take care.